It is the Bobby Moe Show, your favorite colonial podcast. I'm your play-by-play voice of the Robert Morris men's basketball and football teams. Chris Shublin, good to have you aboard here with us tonight. We are presented by Dollar Energy Fund, and we've got two terrific guests for you, both from women's softball. Number 12, Dana Vatakis, and number 8, Erica Bell. Dana is a pitcher, and Erica an outfielder, and the women's softball team is 9-1. We're going to talk to both of them coming up next right here on the Bobby Moe Show. This winter, many families in our area are struggling to make ends meet and keep their homes warm. You can make a difference by making a donation to Dollar Energy Fund. Your contribution will be matched dollar for dollar by Dollar Energy Fund's utility partners, and 100% of all donations will be used to help local families maintain or restore basic utility services. No one should have to face a Pittsburgh winter in the cold. Help spread the warmth to your neighbors in need and donate today at dollarenergy.org. It is the Bobby Moe Show here on the RMU Athletics Game Day app. And as promised, we're talking Robert Morris University softball. I was trying to figure out, do we start lefty? Do we start righty? We're going to start lefty. How's that? Erica Bell, wearing number 8 for the Colonials, is here in the studio with us here at RMU's Game Day app. And Erica is a senior from Canal Fulton, Ohio. She went to Manchester High School, and she has been one of the star members of the Robert Morris softball team for the last few years now. Erica, you guys are on a tear right now. Let's talk about how the season's opened up. You're 9-1 as we talk tonight.
The season has been phenomenal so far. I think it's really great to see how we have come together between just the super seniors, the freshmen. Everybody's having an impact, whether they're on the field, on the bench. So I think it's really cool to finally have a season start out so great. It's rewarding, and all of our hard work is paying off, so I'm very excited to see how we can keep this going.
Let's talk about the competition you've gone up against, and I know you girls have gone down to the Carolinas to play, so first and foremost, the weather had to be a lot nicer than it's been here in Pittsburgh, so that had to help a little bit.
It was very nice, yes.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the opponents that you played. I understand you went up against North Carolina A&T a couple of times. You played Howard, Ball State, Albany, Towson. Who was the toughest opponent that you faced so far?
I definitely think our toughest opponent was Winthrop. It was our closest game, our 2-1. We came back in the top of the 7th to get a rally and complete the game. Their pitcher was phenomenal. I believe she was only a freshman, but her balls moved, and it was good. She had us kind of like on our toes for a majority of the game until we could finally get some adjustments later in the game. Their defense was good, and they even gave us a run for their money, kind of hitting a little bit. They were definitely our toughest opponent, and I think that it was very beneficial to have that tight game before we go into conferences.
I know you play a couple of different positions. Which one's your favorite? You're an outfielder and a catcher, right?
Oh, I only play the outfield now. The catcher was last year. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get that clear because it's still on the website here at rmucolonials.com, but you're in the outfield now.
I am, yes.
Full time?
Yes.
Okay. What makes that more attractive than playing catcher?
The wear and tear on your body. I feel so much better this year. I feel like I can perform at a higher level and really focus on hitting. So that's something I'm very excited for this year.
I had a feeling you were going to talk about the wear and tear because catching it's not fun.
Yeah. No.
It's tough.
It's good in the moment, but once the adrenaline stops and you're sitting at home, your body hurts.
You feel everything, I'm sure. Let's talk about when you're at the plate and at bat. What's your specialty pitch? I mean, is there something you're looking for that's coming at you? What is it?
Inside.
Yeah.
Anything inside. I like the outside at times, and it's definitely something that I've had to work on a lot. That's kind of been my main focus this spring because I think if I'm going to succeed at the plate, it's going to be learning to hit that outside pitch. But the inside is what I sit on. That's my money pitch. And
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Just crank it out. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, turn the hips and go.
I know you're an accounting major.
I am, yes.
Let's talk about class and how that's gone as you're in your senior year right now. And, obviously hitting the books is imperative as well.
It is. I actually am in the integrated program now. So I'm getting my MBA while I'm finishing my accounting degree.
Great.
So that has been an adjustment for sure, having grad classes and then my undergrad classes. But it's going good. finishing up my last accounting classes now with professors that I've had for many semesters now. So,
what do you hope to do with that degree?
So I actually have a job offer for when I graduate, whenever I graduate. But I will be working as an accountant in public accounting with Schneider Downs, downtown Pittsburgh.
That's great. That's a great firm.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I'm really excited about that.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're excited about the rest of the softball season too.
I am, yeah.
So what's ahead for Robert Morris's women's team?
I think it's just keeping it one game at a time, one day at a time. I personally not one to look ahead and try and plan things out like win or loss or who I'm going up against. I just like to take things right then and there. I think that's going to be key, especially with our start, knowing how good we have started out, keeping that mentality of it's just this game, it's just this inning, just this pitch. I really think that's going to help us. And for conference-wise, our main goal was to do better than what we did last year. So we made our statement, and now we want to get to the top of the summit and peak. That's been our team motto this season, but just one at a time, and the outcomes will happen.
That, of course, is in the Horizon League that's right around the corner. I know you still have some non-conference games coming up, but who was the toughest team you had to face in the Horizon League last year, and who do you think is going to be good this year?
I think that it was a tie between Youngstown and UIC. This year, I think our toughest team to go against is probably going to be Oakland. They have a really good pitcher, Sydney Campbell. She's coming back for them. I definitely still think that UIC and Youngstown are a threat, but just off of what we've seen so far on film and stats, I think Oakland's really going to be the team to beat this year.
All right, super. It's going to be tough, no question about it, but again, the Robert Morris women's softball team is just on a tear right now with a 9-1 record so far in non-conference play. I want to wish you best of luck the rest of the way, Erica Bell.
Thank you.
All right. Watch for number 8 out there on the field. We're going to come back and talk with another star softball player here at Robert Morris University next on the Bobby Moe Show.
Chick-fil-A Robinson will brighten your day with their new chocolate fudge brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce. Chick-fil-A's chocolate fudge brownie is crafted with layers of fudge, a cake-like middle, and topped with flaky chunks of chocolate. The mac and cheese is a premium blend of cheeses coming together for a nice, crispy layer on top of warm, creamy Chick-fil-A deliciousness. The cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A makes waffle fries even more yummy. Stop by Chick-fil-A Robinson and treat yourself to their new brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce today. Serving you with care, Chick-fil-A Robinson.
Dollar Energy Fund, helping our neighbors in need maintain basic utility service since 1983. Remember to visit dollarenergy.org or text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555 so you can support Dollar Energy Fund today and help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Again, text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555. We're going to continue talking about Robert Morris University softball with Dana Vatakis. She is a pitcher, and we started with the lefty earlier. Now we're going to the righty, and she's here with us right now. Your hometown is Monessen, Pennsylvania, right here in Western PA. Obviously, you had heard about Robert Morris University just by being here in Western Pennsylvania, I'm sure.
Yeah, just by being around.
Close to home, is that why you picked it?
Yeah, it's only an hour away from home, which is really nice because I can visit family, they can visit me.
They come watch you play, too.
Yep, they are always at my games.
Super. You know, we were talking with Erica a little bit earlier, and we were talking about how you guys have really started out hot, 9-1 so far in non-conference play. And I know you have a big road trip coming up to the West Coast this coming weekend. You're going to Portland, Oregon, and Corvallis, and also Seattle, Washington. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's really exciting for us. We're excited to go out there and play and have fun, kind of keep rolling with what we're doing.
Have you ever had a chance to go out there before in that part of the country?
I have been to California. My freshman year we went down there, so that's the only other time I've been there.
This is a little bit different. It's up in the northwest corner with Oregon and Washington, and I don't even know what the weather's like at this time of the year out there, but it seems to always rain in Seattle for some reason, so it might not be the best place to be when it comes to trying to tune up for softball. But you're going to play Portland State, Oregon State, Washington, and the University of Seattle. It sounds like a pretty tall order for Robert Morris.
Yeah, I think it's going to be some tough competition, and I think that we have a all-around good team, and we're like excited and ready to play down there. We're ready to play these teams, and we all have confidence in each other, so we know no matter who's up, no matter who's in a position, they're going to perform, they're going to do their best.
All right. Tell us about your teammates this year, how things are coming together with the ladies on your ball club right now as far as these first 10 games that you've gone through.
Yeah, things are coming together really well. We have really good team chemistry. We have fun together. I would say a lot of this season so far has been just having fun together at practice, at games, on the bus trip. Everything's just been enjoying the moment that we're in. I think from freshmen all the way to super seniors, we're deep. Like, we have a good lineup. I mean, anyone can go in any position, and we have confidence in them and know that whoever's out there, they're going to do their stuff, and we have each other's back.
Okay. Tell me about, being a softball pitcher at the Division I level and, what type of ball you throw, what your favorite pitch may be. What's your money ball?
Yeah, so I think my money ball would be my backdoor curve right now, maybe my drop ball. Those are probably my two favorite pitches to throw, so I would say that's my money ball right now.
Super. Tell me about, again, I know you're a senior, and it's been a while since you've been in high school, but talk about high school softball here in Western Pennsylvania and the differences between playing high school ball and college ball in Division I.
Yeah, I would say a big thing going from high school to college as a pitcher especially is the hitting obviously is going to be at another level, and also the strike zone for umpires is completely different than high school. It's very small, very tight. Like, you have to hit your spots, especially even on the hitting side. You can't really afford to miss spots, so it's definitely a challenge.
You were named to the All-Northeast Conference rookie team when Robert Morris was in the NEC in 2019. You're a two-time member of the Northeast Conference Spring Academic Honor Roll as well. And, we were asking Erica a little bit earlier about balancing academics and athletics and what a challenge that could be, particularly when you're traveling the way you are right now during the non-conference season. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, but we do have some downtime during this traveling and everything, and usually we just hit the books in that time that we can, the bus rides, in hotels. Personally, whenever I'm on a schedule, I get a lot more work done, so it's not that horrible. When we have more free time, sometimes I tend to procrastinate a little bit more. So I think for me, being on a schedule, and also we have a lot of people with the same majors on our team, so we help each other out and can study together and stuff like that.
Speaking of majors, what's yours?
Special education and early education.
Okay.
And then I'm also doing the integrated master program in organizational leadership.
Excellent. So you're working on your master's as well.
Yep.
Tell me what you want to do with your degrees when you get out of here.
Yeah, when I get out, I would like to just teach somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't really have any specific place yet, so just kind of wait and see where it takes me. But
Grade school, high school?
Elementary school.
Elementary?
Yeah.
Okay. Elementary. All right, super. Dana, best wishes to you as, again, the Robert Morris women's softball team is off on a tear so far, and continue good luck. Be safe on your big road trip out to the West Coast, particularly the Pacific Northwest, and, of course, into the Horizon League the rest of the way. It's great talking with you.
Thanks. Good talking to you, too.
That's Dana Vatekis here on the Bobby Moe Show. We're coming back with a look at the schedule ahead, coming up next. This winter, many families in our area are struggling to make ends meet and keep their homes warm. You can make a difference by making a donation to Dollar Energy Fund. Your contribution will be matched dollar for dollar by Dollar Energy Fund's utility partners, and 100% of all donations will be used to help local families maintain or restore basic utility services. No one should have to face a Pittsburgh winter in the cold. Help spread the warmth to your neighbors in need and donate today at dollarenergy.org. Support Dollar Energy Fund today. Help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Find out how a small contribution can score big with those in need. Visit dollarenergyfund.org or text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555. The Bobby Moe Show presented by Dollar Energy Fund. All right, let's check out the schedule ahead for the Robert Morris University softball team. The women heading out west, as we said. They'll be in Portland, Oregon for a couple. That'll be starting tomorrow, March 4th. At 5 o'clock p.m., they'll play Portland State. They'll also play Portland State on the 5th at 3 in the afternoon. Then they move on to Corvallis, Oregon, to take on Oregon State on March 7th. That's next Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, they will play Washington, then Seattle. Both of those games will be in Seattle, Washington. As far as women's lacrosse is concerned, they lost at Bucknell, but on Saturday, they were able to beat Kent State by a finals tally of 11-8. They'll be at Liberty University this coming Saturday. Men's lacrosse was off. They'll be at Mercer this coming Saturday. Now let's move on to women's basketball, and congratulations to head coach Charlie Biscaglia. He made a triumphant return after a near season-long illness. Charlie comes back to lead the Colonial women's basketball team to its first ever Horizon League tournament victory, and they beat Purdue Fort Wayne in that first round game at the UPMC Event Center. Tonight, they'll play in the second round in Indianapolis against IUPUI. As far as men's basketball is concerned, last weekend they lost a pair to Northern Kentucky and Wright State on the road as they closed out the regular season. But the Colonials jumped up and bit Youngstown State, knocking off the Penguins on their home floor to pick up Robert Morris University men's basketball team's first ever Horizon League tournament victory. Now tonight, they're going to be at Cleveland State. You'll be able to hear that game live right here on the RMU Athletics Game Day app. And by the way, congratulations to head coach Andrew Toole. He picked up his 200th victory in the win over Youngstown State. That's going to do it for the Bobby Moe Show. I'm Chris Shublin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, the Bobby Moe Show brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund.